Hi, my name is Harshbir Singh, and this is Group 1 Programmers. We are working on online market web app. So I will be showing the functionality of this app. So first we will run our server. As you can see that our server is running and we are connected to Mongo. And these are all the users which have been previously created, but now we will create a new user using our API. So we'll create a new user called ABC. So as you can see that a new user have been saved. And if we will check on our MongoDB, the new user has been created. So we have API to get all the users. So these are all the users which we have, and if we want to get a specific user by ID, we can just copy the ID here and send. So as we can see that we have got our ABC user using this ID. But if we want to change the name of our user or any other field, we can use API. So now you can see that the name ABC has been changed to XYZ. And if we can go to our MongoDB, here we can see that the user's name has been changed to XYZ. And we can sign in the user by using email and password, and it also creates a token. And I can show you that. You can see that a new user has been signed in and the token has been created. And we can sign out the user by using this API, sign out successful. And for delete user, we can enter the ID of the user. First, I'll get all the users. So if we want to delete this user, we can just copy this ID. And user deleted successfully. And if we will now check our MongoDB, there is no user expressed. Thank you.
Hi everyone. For this part, we're gonna demonstrate our user management system using Express.js and MongoDB. For this system, it allows us to create, read, update, and delete users while ensuring their passwords are securely stored. First things first, we have a few dependencies here. We are importing Express, defining a router, requiring our user model, and using bcrypt for password hashing. And for this block, we are showing you how to create user. So this block creates a new user by hashing the password and saving it to the database. Next, we have the user listing. It allows us to fetch all users from the database. And for this block, it allows us to fetch our user to using their ID, and every user has a unique ID. And for this code block, it allows us to update and delete a user. It handles updating and deleting users based on their ID. And lastly, the user authentication. These blocks manage user sign in and sign out operations. So we covered the basics of building a user management system using Express.js and MongoDB. For this code, it shows us how to create, retrieve, update, and delete users, and also implement basic authentication. So this setup forms us a solid foundation for user management in web application. For this code, we're gonna show you how to robust user authentication system using Mongoose, which is a MongoDB object modeling tool, along with Bcrypt for password hashing and JSON Web Tokens for secure authentication. So our user schema defines the structure of our user data. This schema defines the structure of our user data, including name, email, password, creation date, and last updated date. Additionally, we've created a method to generate JWT token within our schema. So this method generates a unique token for a user upon their authentication. And to ensure secure password storage, we utilize Bcrypt. So here, before saving a user to the database, we hash their password using Bcrypt. So this ensures that passwords are securely stored. And for this code, we export our user model defined by this schema. So this allows us to use this model to perform various user-related operations in our application. So for this code, we implemented a secure user authentication using Mongoose, Bcrypt for password hashing, and JWT for token-based authentication. By encrypting passwords and generating unique tokens for users, we ensure that our data security and protection against unauthorized access. So for this setup, our application can manage user data securely and authenticate users reliably. It also laid us a strong foundation for secure user management in web applications. For this part, we'll show you the creation of robust RESTful API using Express.js, MongoDB with Mongoose, and how these components work together to create a powerful backend system. So we'll start by importing necessary modules and setting up our server. So here we imported our Express, Mongoose, and enabling CORS for handling cross-origin requests. We also define our app and the set of the port number. And for this code block, we establish the connection to our MongoDB database. So this code connects our server to the BROGRAMMERS MongoDB database using Mongoose. That provides us a secure and reliable data storage solution. For this code block, it allowed us to configure the middleware for our Express application. CORS allows handling cross-origin requests, while Express.json parses incoming JSON data, making it easily accessible within our routes. For these code blocks, we define our main route and included controllers. We have a basic route for the main page displaying a welcome message. The user controller handles other user-related routes. And lastly, we have activated the server to listen on the specified port. So this code starts our server, making our API endpoints accessible and ready to handle incoming requests. So for this code, we set up the Express server integrated with MongoDB using Mongoose. So we define our routes, handling middleware, and connected to the database. And we also establish a foundation for building a powerful backend system.